Hello, everybody. How's it going? I am coming on to change my strings with you. Yeah. I thought it would be fun. I have a video about changing strings, but I've learned some new information and want to share that with you and give you some channel updates. And also, we're about to hit 7,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. Just want to also come on and be live and say thank you. Let's see if anybody hits the subscribe button. Let's see. We've never actually seen it roll over live. That would be exciting. Let's see what happens here. If we can get it to roll over live, that would be awesome. But yeah, changing strings. I got some new strings. I also got a new bridge. Yes. More info on that to come later. All right. Yeah, lots of information to upload to you about the new bridge here. But let's change some strings, okay? One thing that I will be doing differently that's not in my current video that I have about changing strings, and I've seen some other cellists talk about this, and this time I asked the luthier exactly what they thought of this and about using a little bit of pencil to put on the bridge very lightly, okay? This is not, you don't get super aggressive with it. Don't go say that Clay Cello Online, oh, somebody unsubscribed. It's terrible. All right, maybe it'll go back the other way. Maybe we're going to hit 7,000 on this live stream. That would be amazing and wonderful. Anyway, you put a tiny little pencil mark here on the bridge, actually, and on the nut here, the top nut, all right? And what it does is it just acts, if you think about it, if you put pencil on your fingers, it just acts kind of like a lubricant, right? To let the string slide on the bridge a little easier. So the bridge doesn't move, all right? And it helps extend the life of your bridge. And also so we're not cutting into the nut up there. Now, I've never actually done this. And of course, I guess my nut, the nut up here at the top actually is okay. He was checking that out as well and said that that's totally fine. The bridge, though, needed to be replaced because the strings had cut into the bridge so badly. And also, constantly, whenever I would change the strings, the bridge would move and you'd have to change it back and loosen up the strings. It's kind of an ordeal. But today, we're going to try the pencil for the first time ever in my 30-something years. Okay. There's not a particular order that you need to change strings with. There, you can go in any order. I like to start with the A because I feel like it takes the longest to stretch. I guess because it's so thin. The C string is pretty stable pretty soon, okay? So just to give, we're talking minutes here, right? But just to give the A string a little bit longer to stretch, I'm going to start with the A. And I'm still using the same strings that I've used for almost as long as I've played the cello. Well, no, I didn't get my own cello till I was 13 or 14. I was in the 9th grade. And then, of course, that's when when you stop renting and you own, that's when you start buying strings. And I've been using this Tomastic Spiracore strings on the C&G since then, the tungsten. I switched, and I used to use just all Spiracore. I switched to the Larson, which I saw lots of cellists using them, and then I liked how they sounded. And so now I use the Larson Soloists. It's a nice, strong sound. That A string is really in there. Come on. It's like jammed up in there, boy. Doesn't want to. Oh, there it goes. Had to move the peg a little bit to get the A string out. Okay, here we go. Okay. Of course, the Larson has a little wax stamp back here. Let's actually use the perforated stuff, so we don't get wax everywhere. How nice is that? So glad I actually noticed that this time. I do like breaking the wax. It's kind of fun. Okay. Ooh. I love they put this in there, and this plastic's totally preserved. You know that that is a fresh, new, wonderful string. There we go. All right. All right. So, remember, probably the hardest part of changing strings is just coordinating the strings staying in the peg. So that, all right, I'm actually going to, oops, I almost forgot my pencil mark. I was sitting there talking about the pencil stuff. All right, I'm just very, very lightly. And it looks like, actually, from where he changed the bridge and put the strings back on, it looks like there's a little pencil mark still there anyway. I mean, I'm just very lightly. I'm so worried about digging into the bridge. Plus, it's a brand new bridge. I just want to very lightly put a little pencil. There we go. It's hard to see. I should have taken my contacts out so I can see up close. You might start seeing me in glasses a little more often. All right, and just up here as well, just a little bit of, and I'm being really light. I don't want to, I mean, I know it's wood. It's hardwood. It's not really going to go anywhere from me marking it with a pencil, but still, I just feel better if I do it very gently. Channeling my inner Bob Ross here. All right. All right. Good enough. Good enough. Don't have to get too obsessive. All right. Now, still not at 7,000 subscribers. It's okay. All right. It's going to roll over soon. I'm excited. We've never had it roll over. Of course, I do have another meeting, another thing to do at 1:45. So I hope we get it by then. Okay. When I'm putting this in the peg box, actually, and I have some close-ups in the other video, you know, you want to make sure that this, you really do get this right so that you don't have anything sticking out too far and potentially buzzing around. And when I'm changing these, yeah, really try to get it in there nice and neat. Okay. Now, probably the most difficult part here is making sure that stays in while you get this part down here into the tailpiece. Here we go. And I'm holding this up here to keep some tension because ooh, I don't want it to come popping out. Because if it comes popping out, and this now popped out down here. Whoops. Because if it pops out, then it's going to be curly, and then I'm going to have an extra step there to take care of. Come on, string. Did we do it? Everything's in there. Oops. Whoa. Now we're in there. And definitely for sure, I am changing them one string at a time. Okay. One string at a time. Because where's my A? I'm going to cheat and use my phone. My tuner's way over there. Let's see here. Get out my tuner. Good. There's the A. Okay. And because, you know, they're so expensive. Oh my gosh, strings are so expensive now. I do not stretch them. I do not pull on them. I want them to just stretch naturally, and that's it. Because I don't want to artificially stretch them, because I really want to. I want them to last every second, every minute that they possibly can, and I want to extend the life of those strings there. And so I'm just going to let this guy stretch on its own, right? I'll just keep tuning it up. Yeah, because they are going to stretch. They're going to stretch. Yeah, it's already stretched a little bit there. And I do let the fine tuner out. All right, so I have some room to go there. All right. Let's let all these guys out here. could keep the tension on the others. Make sure my sound poster doesn't fall. Okay, now D-string. Here we go. Gonna undo the peg here. Taking out of the D-string. Go. Got it. Old string done. Don't forget, you know, if you, depending on how old the strings are, sometimes if I've changed them fairly recently, I'll keep them as spares. If I know that they're really old, I will recycle them. Make sure you recycle them. One of the reasons that, you know, strings have gotten so expensive is because, you know, metal, they're made from metal. And the more we mine it, the more we take it out of the earth, the less of it there is. You must recycle. Metal is one of the most important things that you can recycle because, you know, there's the reason metal, just like aluminum cans, is so important is because you melt it down and there's not a lot of product lost in that process. You pretty much have all of the metal there when you melt it down. It's not like recycling plastic or recycling something else where much of it goes up in gas, goes up in smoke there. All right. Metal, you still have it. You can melt it down. You can use it over and over and over and over and over again. Don't forget to recycle. Oh, yeah. Pencil mark. And, yeah, it looks like there's a little pencil mark there already. Okay, and this is just a very fascinating thing that I'm learning about. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit there. All right, just going to kind of roll that around. And I definitely don't want to be too aggressive here on the bridge because the whole reason I got the new bridge is because my strings, I'm going to show you in an upcoming video just how much my strings had sunk into the bridge there. It was really bad. Okay, and again, I'm going to be very gentle there. Put a little bit of something. Okay, so the bridge can slide. And so the string can slide. Okay. Hopefully that's in there. Don't pop out. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe I've just got to make sure that I squeeze that ball end into the... Oh, no, it popped out. Into the thing, but it still popped out anyway. Okay. Going into the D string. Again, I just want this thing barely... See, I already bent the end up. Look at that. I just want to barely put this thing through here. What I'm doing is I'm barely putting it in. Oh, that was perfect. Actually, I had it angled so that it would hit the back of the peg box and leave just enough room there. But since the D is way at the back of the peg box anyway, okay. Holding a little tension on there so I can then pop this into there. Okay, and then tighten this up. Everything's in spots there. Are we good? There's the D string. We have A and D done there. I think we still have time before I have to get off and go to another thing. We have time here to do the G. Would be awesome to hit 7,000 subscribers with you guys. It's okay though. Just to see it roll over. Let's take the G off. do have the new one in my hand. Sometimes I worry about that, or I'm gonna like get confused. It's straight on the end, right? You know this is the one because it's not all curly at the end. Okay, here we go. Going to pop that in. Maybe it'll stay because it's the G. Okay, again, I'm gonna go straight back. I'm gonna try that trick again where I go back to the peg box and just hit the peg box, and maybe that's like the perfect amount. Oh wow, I think it is. How come I never knew that before? All right, up, and again, I'm forgetting because I never used to do it. A little bit of pencil, yeah. Just a little tiny bit here. Be very gentle there. Again, channel your inner Bob Ross. Love Bob Ross. Okay, oh, I forgot to look up at the screen to see if we got our 7,000 subscribers yet. Okay, and also, whoops, down here I'm holding that G there so that, yeah, see there's some pencil mark there already. So that the bridge doesn't move. Just put some fresh pencil there. I like want it to go in there, but I'm not pressing down. Okay, good enough. Okay, and then going to continue to wind this guy on there. Whoops, except that it's way over there. There we go. And the bridge is not moving, which is awesome because it's brand new and I want it to stay put right there. I don't want it to go anywhere. See, the G just stays there. But you can already hear this so much more vibrant than the old string. Put the fine tuner out for a little stretching there later. Actually, A's still pretty in tune. Changing strings here. All right, here we go. Last one, C string, before I have to get off here at 1:45. Hopefully we'll get to 7,000 subscribers here before I have to stop the stream. I'm excited. I'm excited to get to 7,000. Okay. Here we go. C string. Last string. Oh, this time I'm actually going to remember to do the pencil first. Yes. I wonder if maybe my screen isn't refreshing or something. Nope, nope, nope. We're still at 69999. Yep, still there. Okay. Whoops. Pencil. Pencil mark in there. Remember, you don't have to be super aggressive with it. You're just trying to get some little bit of pencil dust in there to help the string glide a little bit so that the bridge doesn't move. Okay. All right, here we go. C string. Actually, the G string never popped out. because other things I'm just thinking about. You guys are like inspiration, magical inspiration. If you just really just clamp this thing in there to begin with, then it's not going to pop out. How about that? There you go. Duh. Okay. All right, and then we're also going to use our magical measuring thing here. Just what I'm doing here, well, you can't see that on that small camera there, is pushing. I'm looking at the hole there for the peg and then pushing this back shortest distance to the back of the peg box, and then that's how I'm getting the string to poke out the other side in just the exact right amount there. Okay, and then I'm winding this guy on there. It's a nice big huge thick C string, so it is staying. Letting it just kind of fall in there, trying to minimize the rubbing in the bridge. Let the fine tuner out for some tuning up later after it stretches. I mean, it's going to stretch some. All right, I said the G and C doesn't stretch, but they stretch some. I mean, all the strings stretch some. Staying in place now, yeah. All right, and that's it. All the strings are changed. Why does that D sound kind of wonky there? Sounds kind of like something. That sounds better. Maybe it's just out of tune. All right. And that's it. All the strings are changed. Use a little pencil, and then the bridge did not move. Let me take it off this for 1 second here. Okay, you can see the bridge is still super duper straight. All right, I had never used pencil before. It didn't move at all. Wow. Well, also because the strings are now on top of the bridge the way they are supposed to be. All right, is there a way to zoom in here? No. Okay, anyway, all right, so, all right. Well, we didn't quite make it to 7,000 subscribers. Maybe I'll come back on later. See if we do hit 7,000 while we're sitting here together. I do have to go do another thing now at 1:45 Central Daylight Time. But as always, thanks for hanging out with me here on this live stream. Thanks in advance for 7,000 subscribers, because I know we'll probably get there. I imagine we'll get there today or tonight or something like that. Who knows, though? Who knows? And I just appreciate you guys so much out there watching the channel and everything you do to support the channel here. All right? I will see you all. That's right. Just one more subscriber. All right? To see that thing. Oh, I wanted to see it roll over. I wanted to see it roll over to 7,000. Oh, well. All right. Usually all the people watching are already subscribed. I'll call some people. If you call some people, I will hang on here for 1 minute. For 1 minute here. While I tune my... we don't want any artificial subscribers. We don't want that. We don't want to buy subscribers. I mean, if there are other cellists, go for it. All right, invite some friends, invite some cellos there. See if we can get someone here to subscribe to the channel. I've never actually caught it rolling over on a screenshot or anything like that. To see if to try to catch it rolling. Yeah. All right. Well, it might be a while. It might be sitting here indefinitely, right? It might be sitting here for a few hours. All right. If we just sit here waiting for it to roll over. Okay. I was about to say, but it's going to roll over while my... All right. Oops. Riding over the strings. Okay, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate you. I will see you in the next one. Peace.